How to talk to anyone. Have you been wanting to talk to anyone? Is there someone you've been wanting to talk to but don't know how you're going to approach or strike up a conversation with them? It could be someone you've been crushing on, or you're building up the courage to talk to your boss. It could be anyone. The question is, how will you do this? How will you start up a conversation with another person? Starting to talk to someone you just met isn't always that easy, at least not for others. It gets hard to talk to someone new because you just don't know much about the person, so it's hard to figure out what to talk about. Sometimes it's hard to talk to someone because you're intimidated by them, scared, or just nervous about starting a conversation with that person. If you need help in learning how to talk to anyone, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Savvy, where we have lots of practical wisdom to share. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more advice here on Savvy. Today we'll learn how to talk to anyone. First, what you need is an icebreaker. What's an icebreaker? An icebreaker is what you start with when talking to someone. An icebreaker is the first conversation you have with a person. This is important because first impressions matter. It's called an icebreaker because it's as if you're breaking the ice between you and the person you're talking to and meeting in the middle to communicate. Your first conversation with someone should be meaningful and memorable. How can you start a meaningful conversation? If you're just starting to talk to someone, trying to think of something meaningful to talk about can be hard, and you will have awkward moments in trying to talk to the person. This is entirely normal. It can be nerve-wracking talking to a person sometimes. It can even be nerve-wracking just approaching someone you don't know. What's more, having a whole conversation with them. You have to understand where your nerves are coming from. Usually it's because we fear what the other person is thinking about us. We can get too self-conscious about ourselves that we don't know how to talk to the person properly because we are overthinking everything. We could be thinking that maybe that person finds us to be weird or something negative, but that's the thing. We're making those thoughts in our heads without actually knowing the person. So what you need to do is stop hesitating and thinking negatively because the person you're about to talk to might just be the nicest person you just met or your new best friend. Who knows? You will only find out once you try. Here are 10 suggestions for you to use in your next conversation with someone new. 1. Hello. Seems like an obvious choice. You can always follow it up with how are you? It's as simple as being kind to ask how the person is doing and say hello. Aside from that, since you're asking how they are, you're able to have a conversation about how the person is doing. 2. Commenting on shared experience. Are the lines in this store always this long? Is the food usually made to order? Commenting on something you and the person you want to talk to is always one way you can start a conversation with them. This can start up a good conversation with the person you're talking to as they are sharing their experience. 3. Weather. It's so hot today. It's getting chilly. My hands are freezing. Did you check the weather report today? It said it would be raining all day. You can talk to them about the weather. Anything about the weather you're currently experiencing. It may seem like it only works in movies or series, but it works in real life too. Talking about the weather is easy because it's something you both experience. So there's more to talk about, especially when you're talking to someone you don't know and you're unsure of what to say. 4. News. It doesn't have to be anything political or whatever by all means. It's better if it's something interesting or funny. Like, did you see that viral video of that dog dancing in the news today? Did you hear that they're opening that store in New York later? If they haven't heard of it, then share it with them. Once you share it with the other person, the person you're talking to might want to say something about it and share their thoughts or opinions. which is a great way to start on the right foot. 5. Food and drinks. If you are eating or drinking and the person you want to talk to has their food or drinks already, try asking them what that dish or drink is. Most people love food, so we love talking about food. Try asking if they like their food or if it's any good. If they are having a drink, you can also ask if it tastes good. And if you want to buy them another, you can ask that too. Don't forget to introduce yourself and ask for their name too. When was the last time you used any of the icebreakers mentioned? Did it work out for you? Share it with us in the comments below. 6. Name. Introduce yourself to the person you want to talk to and ask for their name if it's someone you don't know yet. Compliment their name by saying, "Your name is so unique," or "That's a lovely name you have." Or maybe you're in a conference and people have their name tags. You can go up to the person and start a conversation starting with their name, like saying, "Your name is so cool. I don't know anyone who has that name." The person you're talking to will probably love telling you about their name because people naturally like talking about themselves. 7. Work. If their name is common, then it might be harder to start a conversation about their name. But you can ask if they work there or if you know anyone they work with. You can try mentioning that too to start a conversation. Then you ask things about their work, like what kind of work do they do, or if they enjoy their work. 8. Be straightforward. You can just be straightforward. Walk up to the person and say that you wanted to talk to them or get to know them. It may sound like the easiest way to break the ice, and it is if you're willing to be direct. It could get awkward, but at least you had the courage to be honest and straightforward. 9. Compliments. You can always just go up to the person and compliment them about anything. Compliment their hair, their face, their clothes, their accessories, and their car. 10. Ask questions. If you think of any questions to ask the person you want to talk to, like where their clothes are from or where they're from, it could be anything you can think of under the sun. This is also an excellent way to start a conversation. These are some icebreakers you can use. Don't forget to enjoy interacting with other people. That's enough practical wisdom for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below. We will be posting 4 to 5 videos per week, so click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of our new videos weekly. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.